Guys, my name is Justin, and welcome to episode 36. Obviously, I don't have the fingers for that. Some of you may have noticed episode 35. If you didn't get to watch it basically right away, it no longer exists because me being an amateur YouTuber, not that smart, and not even thinking about what was going on when I was recording at the go-kart place, what was that, 2 weeks ago, I guess. My dumb nuts, there's, ambient sound that they paid for. The go-kart place paid for to have, going while you're sitting there, while you're talking to the people with rules or whatever. And of course, when you put that on YouTube without permission from the publisher, it's copyrighted. So that has been taken down and classified. I filed 3 appeals with them. There were 3 songs. I filed 2 appeals on 2 of the songs that were like minor infringements, and the third one had like lyrics and it mentioned somebody's name, and I had to file 3 other appeals on that one. So I filed 5 appeals to try to get this thing to salvage, and I explained it, and I offered to like cut it, and they were like, nope, sorry, you have to get rid of the whole thing. So nothing I can do about that. So that's unfortunate. So nobody ever saw that my mom was not last, so we're just gonna pretend like she was last. Yeah, that was that. That was just something I'd start with. What else is going on? Obviously, it's the second to last week of classes, whichever way you want to spin it. 2. I want 2, Justin. Yeah, so everything's going well. I worked really, really hard on my accounting project this past weekend. It's Monday. I just got back from the gym. That's why I look like ridiculous. It's Monday. I just got back from the gym shooting with Lex because we had a bye, or we didn't have a bye. We had a forfeit. The other team we were supposed to play in intramurals last week forfeit. So the week before that was Thanksgiving. So we really haven't played or shot or ran or anything for a couple weeks. So play on Thursday. We play Paul's team at like 7:45. But we decided to go get some shots up. Get back a little bit in the zone at least before we have to go do it for real. So I'm really tired. Ran a lot. I think I finally wore the new basketball shoes. I told everybody I was gonna bring them out once my project was done, and that project is done for marketing. Everything's good. Wore them today. First time. They're fantastic. They're a little bit lighter than my. Excuse me. I'm gonna cut that. Something popped up on my screen. Anyway, so I told everybody I was gonna wear them. They're fantastic. They're lighter. They look good. They move all right. I just got put some wear in them because they're very, very fresh. So there are some times it might be a little bit sketchy on Thursday, just falling over, and I won't know why the hell I'm doing that because I'm wearing new tires, I guess, as you could say. They're not sticky. Yeah, so that's up. That's coming up this week, of course. Like I said, finals week starts 2 weeks from today. So we got this week and next week, and there are a couple projects and papers and presentations due. Like I said, in like these next 10 days or whatever. And let's see, I guess I don't even know, maybe like 12 classes left total for finals week. So we're getting down to nitty gritty. A couple papers that just need a couple of finalizing things. A couple of presentations need to be made, and some note taking, some studying, other stuff like that. But we're getting down to the point where it's up to a couple of grades that just have to be submitted yet, and then finals, and then that's going to be that for first semester of junior year at Green Bay. And that's something that it's been in the process for a long time. Obviously, been working on it, been working hard, and so on. But that's what's up. But of course, some of you that know me, follow me on Twitter, are familiar with my iRacing and teams and stuff like that. Of course, the big news this week is that I split with SWA Motorsports, Adam's team, the team that Brian, and I basically founded. Adam founded it when he raced dirt karts, but iRacing side of it, we founded it almost 2 years ago now. After Evolution kind of morphed into it, and we punted on that deal and whatever. It's been a long time, but there were some things that were going on internally. I won't really get into. It's not important for this purpose of this video, but obviously a very tough situation. I was basically, I don't really want to say the odd man out because that's not really how it went down, but I mean, there were some things that were requested to be changed from some parties, and a lot of them, I should say, revolved around me and things that were going on from a driving standpoint and a personality standpoint and a conduct standpoint and stuff like that. And just, in my opinion, the easiest way to alleviate that for them was to just remove myself from it. So I didn't want to do it. It's not in the best interest of me. I've still got JK Racing. I'm looking for sponsors and stuff like that. So I'll be just fine. But as far as basically flying solo again, now it's back to when I first got into iRacing. I really haven't been solo between JK Racing's very beginning, like in early to mid 2014, all the way to last Thursday now, 5 days ago, 4 days ago, whatever it was. Been a member of at least a multiple car, 2 car team or 2 truck team or whatever, and usually 8, 9, 10 people are involved in some way, shape, or form. So it's weird. It's different. I'm gonna miss the hell out of those guys. I'm just gonna go through briefly, a little bit about them and things that go on. So we'll start with, I guess, the development guys. I mean, some of you guys, like I've said, I've known for a couple weeks, couple months, in some cases, and we've gotten close, of course, as teammates. But long term, it's different than that. But some of these guys, I've known for years, and the bond that we share is deeper than teammates. So this is tough, but I felt, in the sake of the team's success, which obviously comes before each and every individual driver, I felt this was the best case of action, and doesn't make it easier. I'm not going to say that I won't ever be back. I'm not going to say that I'm never going to join our team or anything like that. Nothing really changes on my end, to be honest with you. I mean, other than spotting for the Pro Series, running the Rolex, stuff like that. I mean, I'm still going to run Pontiacs and run Be Open and Be Fixed and, broadcast. I'm still going to broadcast, still going to do all the things I usually, I guess, do. Just, my team rules, I guess, have kind of evaporated. But like I said, we'll start out with Hunter Mark Johnson. I don't know what the hell your name is. I'm pretty sure it's Hunter, but some people still call you Mark. So Hunter Mark Johnson, that's going to be your name. Man, I wish I got to know you more because you seem like a fun dude. I appreciate racing with you. You're very talented. You're aggressive as hell, and I like that because it pushes me to be creative. When someone's aggressive with you, if they're, door banging and beating your bumper off and making big moves, it forces you to be a little bit strategic. So I remember we've had a lot of great races in C-Class street stocks and seat time and sliding around and going around Bristol and bouncing off the fence. And I appreciate all the great runs that we've had, and I wish you the best, obviously, with the team and with your own driving. And same with Xander. Xander Russell, I appreciate, man. You're fantastic. You're a great painter. Hell of a guy. We've had some great races as far as like Mazdas and stuff like that, and radicals especially. I think of that radical race at Las Vegas. I think it was you and Brian. I don't remember which one you won. I thought it was Vegas, but maybe it wasn't. But anyways, it was you and Brian, and you guys were up front, and Jesse and I, and maybe Alex or Yusuf or somebody couldn't catch any of you guys, and you were just on it. And maybe it was Auto Club. I don't remember which one it was. Doesn't matter. But I mean, again, man, you're a hell of a talent. Don't ever quit chasing your dreams. This team will make things happen for you guys, and of course, then Plank. Man, I haven't known you very long, but, right away from Elite when I was broadcasting the truck race at Daytona, you won that and made the big impression and became a member of our team and have quickly risen through to be one of the key players and things that we do in the future and say things that they do in the future of long term. And I know that they have big plans for you that we've talked about. So your time is going to come, man. You're going to do great things. I watched you some this week at Atlanta. I think you won a couple of B fix and maybe a C fix or something like that. So fantastic driver. Don't quit, dude. You're a great talent. You're going to get better. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to absorb a lot of information and be a fantastic asset to the team when they decide to have you in that right place. Of course, Yusuf. Yusuf's my man. I've known Yusuf for probably close to a year now through like Instagram. I mean, not that you're not a kid anymore, Yusuf, but being 16, but you used to really be a kid. Like, used to be the guy that just every comment on everybody's picture that ever I raced anything that had 1,000+ I rating. Oof, nice race, nice burnout, whatever the case may be. But dude, I love you, and if you get to come to Wisconsin this winter, let's chill, let's hang, let's get lunch, let's go go-karting, let's go bowling, let's do something. You're a fantastic friend. I know I can always come to you with whatever's going on. I enjoyed racing with you. I enjoyed putting 200-degree track temp at Chicagoland and sliding around in cup cars. Even though it's not my thing, I enjoyed crashing through the grass, flipping upside down, and so on. Dylan Prosler, our resident Canadian. Freaking Canadians. We're going to get rid of them. Canadians need to be out of this world. No. But, I mean, just as far as you go, Dill, it's just, big days followed by terrible days followed by you being gone for 3 weeks working and stuff. And dude, I love you to death, and I miss spotting you at Bristol, spotting you and NIS's racing against you at Homestead. Phoenix, I think we raced against last year in NIS too. Always have a blast, man. It's always a pleasure to get to just laugh with you and complain about guys on track that run really aggressively and take you out usually. But my favorite memory of you, of course, is probably going to go back to Daytona last year. And you, me, and I think it was Adam. It was you, me, and Adam, I think. I don't remember anymore what the teams were. But we gave it one hell of a ride to try to win the big one. And there are a couple big ones on the Enduro schedule. I know you had one previously at the Glen. And then obviously Adam and Brian and I got one at Petite, but that day was special to me, and I'm glad you streamed the whole thing even when you had to go. But that was a special day, of course. Brian Long, madman, you're the dude, man. You're that guy that just keeps everybody a little bit upset at life that we're still pushing to be special race car drivers and special people. And I don't know how to word this, but when we're all a little bit upset, I think we perform a little bit better because you're just a little bit angry and you're trying to beat someone for a personal reason. It's one thing to be like, oh, I just want to win the race because duh, we're all here to win the race. If you're here to win the race, you're in the wrong business anyways. But I mean, man, you always push me to be great. We've had some great hot lap competitions, of course. Again, back to Daytona last year. Took me damn near an hour to run a lap quicker than you, and I barely got it out and eked it at the last second off of the bus stop. But we always have fun. We always get a little upset with each other because we clash because we're both such crazy competitors sometimes. But always appreciate it, man. It's always a pleasure to get to run stuff. And, I learn off of you from stuff like open wheel. I know you've learned stuff off of me on oval. And, we kind of came up with a prototype route together this past year. So it's always a pleasure. I'm like choking here. This is really sad. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm looking at these freaking 11 names? 10, 11 guys. It's just, they're my guys. They always will be, regardless of what this means. But, of course, Brian, love you to death. Jessie Pierce, he's our, I think he's still our most recent member of, well, he kind of came to the team after Yusuf was kind of around, but I mean, we got on the team before Yusuf did, so whatever. We go all the way back to the Dom situation, finding you back at Richmond in the spring. I think it was like April. So I guess it's been like 10 months now, damn. And we were like, dude, you're great. You're coming on the trip. And we had a blast on the trip. And of course, we always make fun of Alex and his fries. And just, I still remember sitting at Wendy's and your jaw just dropping. And just, we had so many great times going to see airplanes at the, I don't know, what is it, the Air Force Museum, something like that. And getting to see the XB70 Valkyrie. That was dope as hell. And, of course, all the great battles we had. And, my favorite time with you, straight up, no question, is when, in the slowest race at Jefferson, when you beat me straight up, and it was the first time that you put the whole race together in Pontiacs. And you really you gave it to me. I mean, I didn't want to say I attacked you like I would if I was trying to beat someone like hard, but I mean, like, I didn't hand that one to you, and that was a big day. That was the day that I knew that you were picking up things I was telling you, learning, becoming a better race car driver, and you've continued to expand that, and we always give you crap about, not winning like every week. You win like every 4 months, but, of course, man, it's always about the fun, and you're one of the funnest guys I've ever raced against, so I appreciate it. Joshua Banks, the tool man, the big box man. I was just watching him last night build a toolbox or whatever he was doing. I don't know anything about Matco, sorry, Banksy, but hashtag Snap-on. I don't know anything about tools, but he was building a toolbox last night on like Instagram and Facebook. But anyways, first time I saw or remember, I guess, Banksy would be at Dover in the IRA race when he had the thing dominated, started like 4th or 6th, dominated the race, and with like 20 to go, came to pit road under yellow and sped, went to the back, and we were just like, dude, you had it covered. Of course, your YouTube channel is a huge hit. The things that you do, always spitting on people, and we always have fun. I appreciate the energy and the excitement you bring to the track, and even when you scream into your mic and make us all go deaf, especially when you're kicking our asses in modifieds. It's always a blast, man. I enjoy racing wheel to wheel with you, even when you blink through me at Atlanta and kill me and give me a 4X and lose 100 ironing. Still love you. Alex Bell. Now we get to the hard ones that are going to make me cry. Alex is always, my first friend on iRacing, my first teammate all the way back like 2014. It was like spring 2014 at Texas in C-Fix, and you were C-Class. And I remember that 3 wide move you made down the back that you sent me, and you were so excited about it. Don't know why. Like, today we make that move all the time, but when you're in like 1,500 SOF splits, it's amazing. Can't believe we didn't all die because everybody in there sucked. But yeah, so that was that. And I mean, obviously we've had so many great adventures we've gone through. Different cars, different teams, different leagues, all these things together, and to be able to bring you a part of this team that I was a big part of and make you one of us, and not just include you because of me, but make your own home and be a part of our team. I'm never gonna forget that, and of course I thank you for letting us come to Eldora this past summer and hang out with you and chill out and spend time with you and meet your fiance and see what's up in a little slice of your life, and then get the whole gang together and have a great time. That was probably one of the most special moments of my entire life, so I gotta thank you for that, of course. But when I see you on track, I'm still gonna slide sideways and take you out through 3 and 4 at Atlanta at 170, even though we both know that neither of us are gonna make it out the other side if one of us doesn't give in. And I always have a blast, and I love you to death, man. So don't ever forget. And if you ever need anything, you know where to find me. And Adam Meyer, got to start. I say we got to start. I guess we got to start at IRA at New Hampshire. This was season 1 of IRA. Season 2 was when Banksy showed up. Season 1, we went to New Hampshire, and I had held the track record in IRA for the previous season, and I was now the admin or whatever. And Adam was struggling. It was like a midweek practice or something. I don't even remember what night we raced on. It must have been like Wednesdays. But we had a midweek practice session. Adam was really struggling, and I just told him, I said straight up, I was like, man, if you ever need tips, if you ever need, have a question, anything like that, let me know. That's what I'm here for. And, it wasn't solicited. It wasn't like me rubbing it in his face that, I knew what was up and he was struggling or whatever. But, that we kind of bounced off. And I mean, I think he went up winning that race over J.R. Smith on some great late race moves on some fresh tires. So that was fantastic. Always, you're my brother, man. And I mean, we can go and talk about the time at Martinsville in the IRA, same season. Or no, next season. It was with Banksy's season. That at Martinsville I had the damn race won, and you decided to crash in turn 1 and back up right across the track and kill me. And I still finished 8th. I beat a couple people that should not have been beaten by a truck that was creamed like mine. But you're a hell of a guy as always, and everything that you do for the team, all your leadership, all your things will continue to go on. I'm just lucky I was able to be a part of it for any amount of time, and we had great battles. We've bounced information off each other. You're my driver. I'm your spotter, always. They can never take away the things that we've done in Road to Pro and NIS and open races and fixed races and road races and dirt races and whatever else that we've done. That's crazy. They can never take any of those days away. All you guys, I love you to death. I'm going to miss you like hell. Who knows what the future holds as far as SWA, as far as JK Racing, as far as you guys, myself. I don't know. I might never talk to any of you ever again. I might never see any of you ever again. I don't really know how that's going to work. I'm sure I'll see most of you at Alex's wedding or something. But I don't know what's going to happen from here, honestly. It's still kind of a mystery. It's still kind of up in the air. I know everyone's still kind of figuring out where to put their feet because there are holes that need to be filled on both sides of it. So, I just appreciate everything that those guys have done for me in my career and, things that we'll see moving forwards. But, like I said, next 2 weeks are going to be about getting ready for finals. Staying committed to everything going on. I'm a great student. Not to suck my own nuts or anything, but I mean, I can do this, going to have great grades, going to finish out the semester strong where I need to be, and make everybody proud of me that's believed in me, even though last year didn't go as well as I thought it would. So this video, we're going to dedicate this one to the guys. SWA, you guys aren't not going to fall apart, not going to quit. You guys are going to be rock stars, and Rolex is coming up, Road to Pro this year is coming up, and you guys are going to be superstars, and I can't wait to see it and cheer you guys on along with everybody else that always has, as always. So 35, of course, episode didn't get stick around long, but this one will because it's just me talking. So you 11 guys, I appreciate you guys. I love you to death, and everyone that watches these, of course, thank you. It's my pleasure to be able to do these, talk about life, talk about things going on, talk about the future, talk about the past, all these things, learn, chat, and put something out there to be viewed. So until next week, this is on a Monday, of course, it'll go up sometime, I don't know when, but this has been episode 36, so kind of closing a little bit of a chapter in my life, but until next time, bye-bye.